Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mac Jones and the New England Patriots taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Then the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Allen now on first down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 catches, 128 yards.
And how about the first month that he's had? Leads the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide #1 guy for his team.
Flushed out right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give your
touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Jones throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is James Lane. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, here's White. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And again, it's Allen. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. makes it 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them. They get scouting reports. They start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Allen's throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Allen again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to run with Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Will Fuller, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Van Jefferson, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Bills to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. 1st down and more for Allen. And down to the 16-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, touchdown! Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here. Get thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the third quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open target, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding Knox there, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there. On first down, Allen. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 23. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Allen to throw once more. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Bass on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's brought down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's going to get this inside the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Looking to throw. Jones. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now that Patriots sideline not happy with what just transpired, and they're going to throw out the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen's throw is complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now pass complete here to Sanders. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Allen's throw going to be taken in by Knox. And down inside the 15 he goes. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Emmanuel Sanders from 13 yards out. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Jones. Smith catches left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's in. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now Jones. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Here's Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So Allen's going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Go.